this thing on? Yeah, it's on. Right? No. Speak loud. I hate speaking loud, man. I'm a quiet person. I've been asked to come to introduce a real good friend of mine in Narcotics Anonymous. His name's Hillie. Hillie was in the rooms of Narcotics Anonymous when I first walked in. Hello? No? Hello? Look out. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I'm sorry if you can't hear me. I'll speak louder. Like I said, I walked in the rooms a little under 4 years ago, and Hillie was like the first person that I met. This is the first person that walked up and gave me a hug and told me to keep coming back. I don't know. I've built a strong bond with Hillie over this past few years. He carries the message, you know. I don't know. There's not too much that I can really say about this guy that he can't get up here and say about himself. You know, his actions they bleed through with this program, and I don't know. I just won't take up any more of his time. Hillie.
My name's Hillie. I'm an addict. I actually forgot I was there. I remember you coming in and having like 30 days, and you came in when you had 60, and you came in when you had 90, and there was like different things going on in your life that was like you had you reaching out in the meetings, and it's funny because I can forget how much of a key part of the meetings I play by just showing up and being myself. I heard a guy say, because I get scared whenever I go to share, and I was supposed to be here. I think I was supposed to be here last week. And I was telling people I was going to come share here today, and so like not only I was scared, I was like, now I look like a fucking fool, you know, like, but I was real scared, and like the last couple of weeks I've been thinking to myself about this gentleman talking. Because he gave me a lot of hope. I used to hear stuff in the meetings that gave me hope. You know, like, if they can do it, I can do it type stuff. And this guy said, it was on a speaker CD. I listened to a lot of speaker CDs. He said, it's mathematical. If God's coming in, then I'm necessarily going to feel out of control. Like, I got a lot of stuff going on inside of me because, it's really easy for the disease of addiction to attach itself to what's going on right now because, like, of course I wanna look good. Of course I wanna like shock some people. Of course but I also know like half the shit that I do I don't even take recognition for. You know, like there's a lot of times I forget how much of service I'm being because I'm always focusing on the bad stuff of good stuff and the good stuff of bad stuff. You know, like I don't take a look at how people call me all the time. You know, like people. I go all over Texas working and doing other things, but I mean I don't even take a look at how like I close the meeting hall several times at my home group a week. You know, like. And I'm always thinking I'm not doing enough around the meeting hall at the home group, and like sometimes I'll be the one with the most clean time in the room. And tomorrow will be 4 years and 4 months I've been clean. And alcohol and marijuana are a drug. But I mean, there's a lot of times in the locality where we're at that a sponsor can be inexperienced with the steps and clean time. And, people reach out to me and Chris and my friend James, who spoke here last month. A lot of people reach out to us daily because we'll have, I hate to sound like this, but a lot of us will have experience with, like, the steps and the program where not a lot of people have it. My sponsor, he's been clean 23 years, and, you know, a lot of times sometimes that cannot mean anything, especially with the way we carry ourselves in the rooms. But I had about 3 months clean whenever I asked him to sponsor me, and it was one of the main reasons was because all the clean time he had, and I seen him in the meetings every day, you know, and he he kind of showed me ways in here, and I've done a lot of things that, and since I've been clean, like in my own roundabout way, I hear people sharing meetings, and it's like, well, that's not how I have learned. People didn't tell me what to do. People didn't tell me to dig into the literature like my life depended on it, but I was reading every day, hours a day, and I felt like I was running from my problems. I felt like I was running from reality, because something would pop up, and I would just start reading literature, and I didn't even know what I was reading. I would be reading it for hours, and I'd be like, I'd look at it, and I'd think, I didn't even catch nothing that I just read, and I'd keep reading, and then it would start to sink in. But I didn't. I continued and continued. I didn't give up. And early on, like little simple little things helped me out all along the way. Whether it was like moments of clarity in meetings, or going through to grow through some shit that I had to just acquire by getting to the other side of some shit, or like some stuff I heard that made sense later. I don't know, this guy was telling me to go slow, and he don't even know me. He don't even, and he was, I mean, I get up here, and like with the steps, there's a lot of times I think to myself when I'm asked to share, the first thing I think about is how to keep me from giving. It's like, I believe the disease attacks us in the same way. I'm something that tries to take away the color in my life, or take away the joy and beauty that I can be a part of. And like whenever people ask me to share, sometimes I think to myself, I'm only around 6 and 7. Like I hear people sharing who have like 4 months clean, talking about 6 and 7, and 4 months clean. Like not a lot of clean time, and I'll be like thinking, am I missing something? And so there's a lot of times I can hear stuff in the meetings and be just thinking to myself, I need to be doing something more, or am I in the right place, or am I, there's stuff that I heard along the way that helped it make sense. This gentleman was sharing one time, he had like 24 years clean, and he said, my mind's been against me the whole step of the way. And I had a couple years clean, and I was like, man, that shit made sense. Because, even now, whenever I was talking to a guy last night, he just wasn't in a good spot after the meeting, and I was telling James, I was like, man, I'm going to stick with him for a minute, and I just, a lot of times I tell people shit that makes it simpler on me, that's normal, a lot of shit that comes out of people's mouth, it's like, that's fucking normal, and a lot of times, people with inexperience will be like, you need to go see someone for some help. Or you need to not share that with people. And if people, I tell you, some fucked up stuff's happened at my own hands since I've been clean. And the people who helped me through it were the people who had experience with the steps, and they helped me realize I was human. Because there's a lot of times I don't feel human, and I don't, it's one of the I look up a lot of words, and I was looking up. Because it said something about an animalistic level, and I looked up animal, and it meant heartless. That's the best thing I could pull out of it, because I can do whatever I want with the literature. I can make it make sense to me. I can build a relationship, my own relationship with the literature. You can tell me what things mean, but sometimes I'm like, I'm still hard-headed, or closed-minded, I guess. I'm still closed-minded. It's like, well, that's, I don't even have to open my mouth. I'll be like, that's not what it means to me, But it to me, it was saying that I reached a heartless place. I didn't care about putting my hands on my mom. I didn't care about giving up my body to another man for dope. I didn't care about killing animals, because I didn't start off that way. I didn't get comfortable.